The PXW FS7. This is a new 4K camera from Sony. I almost feel bad having our outgoing C100 record this. It's like asking it to record its own funeral. We'll go ahead and dig in and talk to you a little bit about the camera. We'll set it up, and I'll show you at the end of the video what some footage looks like totally uncorrected. When we picked up the C100 a couple years ago, we knew 4K was coming, but there wasn't anything out there that was affordable, and it also was kind of standardized. So when Sony announced the FS7, it seemed like the ideal time to jump into 4K. Now we're going to upload everything in 4K, but it's like being able to have more megapixels. It gives us more flexibility with what we do in the videos. We can do some more zooms and that kind of stuff. So just go ahead and open it up. You've got some old school styrofoam sitting right here on top and a lot of accessories. Here we've got a kind of large manual. You've got a remote control, and you've got inside of there is a disc for the manual, but of course you can just download that if you want, because who uses CD drives anymore? We've got a battery with LED indicator on it. Already comes partly charged. It's got 4 total lights on it from empty to full. Definitely going to need that. Also, as a bit of a surprise, if you stay tuned into the video, in addition to showing you the sample footage, I'll also show you some of the other gear that we picked up that we're going to be using. Here you've got just your wall adapter, and I assume one of these cables will be the other side of that adapter, which is right here. We've got a power charger for that wall adapter, and also a power cord for the battery charger. I'll show you in a minute. You can actually plug the camera into the battery charger. It's kind of neat. So just 2 simple cords. We've got some of these things, see what those do. We've got some mounting brackets, it looks like, as well. All that stuff off to the side. Pull off the top styrofoam. I haven't unboxed something with this much styrofoam since my very first unboxing, which was the Santa Rosa MacBook Pro. And inside, this is where the action happens, as far as I'm concerned. I'll leave this sexy little guy until the end. This is the grip, but this grip is kind of interesting. Kind of also serves as a wired remote of sorts for the camera. So I'll go ahead and open this up and I'll show you. So as you're recording, you can actually hold this down, hold the camera on one side, and this plugs directly into control it. You've got a ton of controls here, of course, including your start-stop. You've got a 5-way joystick, your release if you want to release it, and all kinds of other customizable options. And this secures with a relatively thick threaded screw. So push all of that off to the side, and I guess all screws are probably threaded by nature. What else we're going to have? We've got, this is kind of interesting. I don't usually spend much time on battery chargers. Sony includes a lot of stuff in this pack. So this is a battery charger. Obviously you can plug in the battery to charge it, but you can also plug it into the camera as well while it's charging. So if you aren't traveling, you want to carry just one thing, you can carry this instead of carrying that separate power adapter, but you've got both options in there. This large guy is the viewfinder. And, there's a lot of pieces put together in this camera, and of course we'll put all this together on film for you. We'll time lapse it up so you don't have to spend all the time putting it together, but I'll go ahead and pull this tape off and I'll show you what this can do. So standard sort of viewfinder for an older camera. Go ahead and peek on it, you can see stuff. Also open it up, and then there is your normal LCD viewfinder. You put this on top of it, and if you're in the sunny conditions or something, you can look in and actually see it through the eye cup. And it shows you a lot of stuff here. It'll show you zebra and all kinds of other sort of peeking options. So there's that. Push that stuff off to the side. And now what I have been waiting for, and probably the reason you are here, here is the FS7. Push this box off to the side and take a look at the new Techno Buffalo main camera. We also picked up, and we're going to do a separate unboxing of an A7S as our B cam. All right, so here is the body to the FS7. It looks like there is just a lot going on here. Give you just a real quick highlight on what's on the camera. Of course, we'll cover much more about it. You've got control for both of your XLR, which live here on the other side. You've got 2 SDI outs. Underneath there, you've got HDMI. Obviously, where your battery is going to live, where your media is going to be. And you're probably going to say, hey, John, what kind of SD cards is it going to take? And it's Sony. Sony loves proprietary formats. So it takes QXD cards. It'll take 2 of them right there. We got a 64 gig variant right here. It also does have a utility SD, and what that means is you can save all your user settings on it. If you ever go to another FS7, you can pop that in and be good to go. It's got a micro USB port for software updates, and also you actually get the media off the camera if you don't have a card reader. I will say, the card that we bought actually came with an adapter, so if you're interested, that's going to be there as well. And of course, you've got your handle grip. You've got spot for a boom mic, you've got a hot shoe, and the viewfinder that we showed earlier goes right into there. Just a lot of options. And of course, lenses, uses the E-mount lensing system. We bought a few lenses. We're gonna use some of our old Canon lenses with a Metabones adapter in addition to some lenses we just bought. So you've got the Zeiss Alpha 24 to 70 millimeter. We also have a 55 millimeter that we picked up, and a 16 to 35. It's sort of been a long time coming for us to update our camera equipment. We don't do this very often, every 6 years or so. So I'm really excited to take a look at this. So we got a lot of pieces sort of strewn out here on the desk. Let me go ahead and build the camera. And again, we'll show some footage what this looks like, totally unedited, and a sneak peek at some of the other equipment that we're gonna be using here at Technobuff. We stopped the video just real fast to thank our friends and good peeps at Lenovo. So if you guys thought the best part about Yoga was the pants, you've got another thing coming. I want to tell you about the Yoga Tablet 2 Pro from Lenovo. This thing features a built-in projector, displays a 50-inch image on any wall or screen. So if you really want to show off your Minecraft prowess, you can go ahead and show it to all your buddies or show your latest video, whatever you want. You can do it with the Yoga Tablet 2 Pro. Got a 13.3-inch 2560 by 1440 display, front-facing stereo, Dolby surround sound speakers, and an Intel Atom processor. This thing is built for work and play.